Hey everybody, Felix Stoffelbigger here. I just wanted to make a quick video. I made a video last summer, and so over a year ago or so, and I talked about how I thought, the top 21 governments or top 21 corporations, entities could potentially be the block producers on EOS. And what we're really seeing and starting to see behind the scenes, that's been behind the scenes starting to come out, is some of these exact things happening. So what's going on is there is such a demand for EOS and such a demand for the tokens and the resources that the new model will be changed for EOS, and it will basically drive the resources will all be available. Like if you're not using any resources, they will just be available in a pool like the Rex, and then if you want to claim the interest associated with your tokens, you can lend your tokens into the Rex and be able to get those right away. But all the tokens not being used, the resources will be available for developers and for other people to use. And what we're seeing is that we're about to abstract away another level from the end user to make blockchain even more seamless and more streamlined, and end up making it better for the end user, because they won't have to pay anything at all or have to worry about resources. Some of the developers were having to worry about some resources, so this will really help alleviate them. And what a lot of people don't understand is that these block producers are not making money anymore on the EOS Mainnet. Now it's literally who can do it the most efficiently, and those are the kinds of things that matter more versus people aren't going in there right now to make a ton of money, to make any money really. So what's going to end up happening is, what's going to be the easiest is for giant corporations who already have entire cloud services, because cloud will be one way and there'll be another way. I can't remember right now off the top of my head, but then basically what will happen is something like a Google, who have all of the infrastructure to be able to run a block producer space, will do that. Also Amazon, which I called last year, I called a whole year ago. And at the time I was definitely one of the only people, if not the only person in the EOS community, calling that Amazon would be a block producer on the EOS blockchain on the main net. And I called that, like I said, last summer. And just seeing they also have a huge cloud service, the AWS, that they would be able to run a block producer candidate from, with existing infrastructure already in place. And same thing with a company like IBM, they would be able to do it. And these giant companies already have everything in place. All they would, and they're, what makes them, we technically don't necessarily want centralized corporations and companies coming in like this, but what ends up happening is they're trusted in the traditional space, and they're trusted in the broader financial and regular markets. So them backing something, or them basically underlying their entire technology or the entire technology of the internet, would be credible to a lot of people, and a lot of people would see that who aren't into crypto now and understand how big that is, and end up being converted to some sort of crypto life, crypto culture, and get into all things crypto, because they see, these corporations and the way that they're moving. And it's going to be one of those things where it's kind of suddenly or gradually we've been seeing all this kind of stuff being built up over the past couple of years. EOS is only a couple of years old and still doing way more than Ethereum is doing, and other projects that are similar to that. And I think that we're going to start to see the price really reflect that as well. It's not been given what it's due, but it will once some of these things start taking place. It's all about market timing, like Brendan Bloomer has said time and time again, where you have some of these announcements that would have came out, in the bear market would have not moved the price at all, where some of these announcements that are going to happen are really going to push the price, as well as announcements of Voice and even launching Voice should be at the right time when everybody's starting to get hot on crypto, and everything will be piping ready for that marketing, piping hot, ready to go, and it's going to be a sight to see. So I think that that's really one of the things that people aren't taking into account. So with that said, I'll talk to you later. Stoppelbaker out.